Welcome back, guys, to Octopath Traveller, where with Ophelia now joining our duo, making it a trio, we headed back to other towns to find ourselves a few side quests and escort a lady to her husband, and then start the venture towards the Flatlands and Atlasdam, where Cyrus's tale is about to begin. But now, less stories of that. More about our next character. Oh yes, I think I know. Now, who stole that tome? Well, me! Perhaps I should go have a little chat with him, just to make sure we all understand one another. His name is Cyrus, and he is a scholar. This is Atlasdam, nestled in the fertile plain of the Flatlands. It is home to the Royal Academy, where many a scholar studies night and day, to bring the light of knowledge to the royal family and to all the realm. He passes his days in the halls of the great library, devouring tomes to his heart's content. It is in that library where he learns of a grievous theft, certain that one of his fellow scholars is the culprit. Cyrus sets out alone to confront the man. In his shadowy subterranean study, he will need wise allies on the path he has chosen. It wasn't me who stole it, but it takes a thief to catch a thief, as we've learned. Come on, Cyrus. Let's hear the beginning of your tale. What if you say no? That'd be terrible.
And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Orsterra. But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Cyrus?
I think it was...
Now, no need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hohenberg.
That is correct. Hohenberg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor.
Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Hello?
Ah, Professor Albright. Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the Special Archives.
Splendid!
Finally, I can begin my research. The library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. He's got that regal voice. I'm learned and of knowledge. Hey, they stole the chest already. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have taken the chest. It wasn't me. Right, outside we are to go, but what if I go in here? Ah, throne room. Any secret passages?
How'd you do?
Ahead lies the audience chamber. You would seek His Majesty's counsel. Pray proceed. Oh, I'm fine. I'm just checking around. It seems that pretty much the lay of the land is the same as when we came here. Except now I've robbed every chest.
Professor Albright.
Oh, thank heavens you're still here. I thought I'd missed you.
Your Highness.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of the matter is...
If you could spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course!
Your Highness, it would be my pleasure to answer anything. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
Indeed.
Yes, Professor. It will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hohenberg. Pray tell, what do they worship?
Very astute of you.
A very astute question, Your Highness. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hohenberg fell. I see. A shame that.
The truth is...
I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hohenberg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that... Poor Therese. If I may be so bold. Yeah. Let's continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
With pleasure.
No need for apologies, and it would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you as a sign of a sharp and curious mind.
Why, thank you.
Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future?
Indeed.
A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness. As I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. You are far too kind, Professor Albright. I'm proud to be your student.
Ah,
Oh dear, I'm running late.
good day.
Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
Farewell.
Of course, Professor.
Ah, Therese.
Hello there, Therese.
Yes?
Did you have a question for me as well? He says, without saying the sentence properly. Did you have a question for me as well?
No.
I mean, no. Good day, Professor. Is this a case of the crushes? Or something else? Well, time for Cyrus to be off.
Hello.
Passgate lies just to the north. To the east, you'll find the Royal Academy, where the realm's most promising thinkers receive their education. I'm guessing I need to go to the library, though. And yes, this guy does have a hint of Dunban going on. I'm with that man.
It's me, Cyrus.
Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright, here to browse the special archives. Oh, Professor Albright, you're looking quite eager today. When I heard that an original copy of The Judge of Flame, a complete history, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it.
I see.
You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
Indeed. A little bit of Liquid Snake too, in my mind. Brother! Is something amiss?
Actually,
For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy, when you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. When you put it that way, yes! Much as a child is fascinated by a new toy. I'm titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge.
I see.
Right, the expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
My dear, I most certainly will. I just imagine him in there going, books, 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 books.
We hear.
How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting dilemma.
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
The headmaster would see you at once. Of all the times to... Oh well, might I ask of you a favour? What might that be?
The truth is...
The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? Huh, I'll begin looking at once, Professor.
Many thanks.
My dear.
Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter. My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing! That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone!
But that goes against everything...
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait, there was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the special archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer. Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
Headmaster?
What's the matter?
Yes? What is it, please? It's about Professor Albright, sir. Alright then, make back for the library, because I don't really have the time to do anything else by the look of it, as bad things are about to happen. What is my path ability, I wonder? We'll find out soon. That's not the library, that is town. That's the library, but why is it closing early today?
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright.
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, this is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head.
Aho!
An impregnable vault, a disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Also, the scholar in me says. Would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed!
Ha ha ha! You could say that indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Once the puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out the solution.
I see.
Well, far be it from it, me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
I'll not deny it. Worry not. The tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search.
Time to do some research.
And the game is afoot. Now, where to begin my search? Says Sherlock. I suppose I should inquire with Mercedes to where the keys to the libraries are stored. The guard at the front door would know who has been frequenting the library lately as my fellow scholars. Then mayhap I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Right, the path of action is open. Cyrus can scrutinize and glean new knowledge from the townspeople. Ha-ha! Let's see now. Testimony. Of course I got a key to the archives. No, I wasn't sleeping. I was resting my eyes is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyway? Most intriguing. Right, we glean the guard situation. A brewing pot. A conspiratoire. Ha-ha! Let's see now. Testimony. Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guard station outside should have a key to the library archives. Most intriguing. Right, who are you? And what scrutinized do you have? Let's see now. The key to the archives? Oh, I haven't got that. But I'm not surprised someone stole the tome, considering what they're worth. I've gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. Why did you tell us about your gambling debts? That makes you a suspect. That's actually an... Oh no, it's not another thing. It's the steps out here. Right, well, Headmaster Yvonne is who I probably have to scrutinize next. No, the quest destination is actually putting me this way. But I can scrutinize everyone. Born and raised in Atlasdam, this old widow now visits this place every day in memory of her late husband. Even after she passes, she wishes to be by her husband's side, just like the relief of the king and queen in the Academy's library. Information gleaned, a hidden item. You glean your information about a hidden item. Right, so a new treasure is available somewhere. What? I have to clean everyone? He uses staves as well. So do I go to, like, journal? I'm confused as to how I would find out about said hidden item. Does a marker on the map show up? I think it has. And so we got an inspiriting plan for scrutinizing people that we didn't scrutinize before. However, there looks like an entrance here. Right, so scrutinize everyone. They might tell me where items are now. What are we... Yeah, everyone's giving me a hidden item gleaned. Once in charge of protecting the king, this guard suffers a serious leg injury. No, an arrow to the knee! And was since transferred to a karma post inside the grounds. Now, the injury healed long ago. He hasn't mentioned it to anyone. Enjoys the serenity of his new post. That's the way to do it. Right, another hidden item on display. A light soulstone. Well, you could technically spend all day going through every town, path actioning everyone. Couldn't you? Now you can lure people, interrogate them, beat them up, and take their money. I've got the combination of all dastardly evil. Thank you for pointing that out, Forsaken. I have every power of villainy at my... Will I say excellent or not? Haha! Let's see now. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and I would never be so foolish as let fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I have no reason to peruse those tomes in quite some time. Most intriguing. Right, so we've gained everyone's situation. He has a key, this is true, but the dust gathered upon it suggests he has not used it.
Splendid.
That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Who possesses keys to the archive? The headmaster and the guard.
But of course.
It all makes sense now. There are only 2 keys to the archives. One belongs to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. Whose key was it used to unlock the archives? Probably the guards. The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. Deduction phase. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty.
Oh.
It would be all too easy a task to lift the key off his person. So, is it possible the guard is our man, TikTok? Probably not.
No.
No, he would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. And most likely, one who's accrued a frightful gambling debt. Which is, why did he tell me that?
Which means that...
Put it all together. And our villain is... The culprit is... Russell Brand! With his shaggy hair. Indubitably, that shifty scholar Russell. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof.
Shall we begin?
Now all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. Ah, yeah. That's not what you say to follow that up, mind you. Word has it he'd be doing his research underground these days. Oh, mysteriously opening door. Well, don't want to go that way.
Now then.
I think it's time I did some field work of my own. And so I've taken upon myself to investigate this suspicious scholar. Interested in coming along, are you? You seem to have quite the curious streak yourself. But of course, mysteries exist only to be solved. After all, it is of utmost importance to remember that. Ah, but there I go again. Don't let me talk your ear off, but I will be glad for your help. Let's get right to business then. No doubt we'll find Russell in his laboratory down below. Cyrus has joined the party. Well, he may join indeed, but it's time for us to gear him up, as we now have a party of 4.
Hello.
Right, let us scrutinize this man. Ah, let's see now. No item or individual that passes through the palace gates escapes this guard's notice. Rumor has it, however, that his dedication is not rooted in any sort of loyalty, but is rather born of the desire to perpetuate and protect his own unscrupulous business of selling trinkets to collectors of royal mementos. A hidden item is gleaned. So literally everyone I scrutinize gives me a hidden item. Maybe there will be someone that bucks that trend in the future. Literally I can get so many items from people at this point, and I haven't even sold this sellable stuff yet. Right, back to town for a second. We'll scrutinize a couple more people as we go, because why not? Let's see now. Oh, the information guide with ease. After the great pestilence in the Riverlands, this apothecary decided to dedicate himself to disease prevention and swift treatment. He now works together with the Royal Academy in Atlasdam to create both medicine and new forms of treatment. Right, we learned guide with ease. So what does that mean? As in, we literally can take him as a guide, no problem, even though he's stronger, maybe? An actual cleric of the flesh. I'll be honest, join you on your journey. Come with me, apothecary. Now there's 5 of us. Let's find out about the kids. Let's see now. Leader of a dastardly underworld crime syndicate. The childhood friend of the reckless boy by her side. Being the older by 2 years, she was entrusted with watching over him. Despite his endless curiosities, oftentimes put them both in danger. She takes it real seriously and is prepared to face whatever challenges come her way. Another hidden item is gleaned. What about from the boy? Driven with curiosity, this young boy will go to whatever lengths necessary to sate an interest, even if it puts him in danger. Though his reckless tendencies worry those around him, the oftentimes rare and valuable items he brings back from his adventures have earned him the esteem of his friends, which we've gained smarter bartering. You have a better chance of getting a discount when you purchase items. Okay. Not from him then, by the look of it. Well, we can get ourselves some nice stuff. Let's see what equip we already have to plop on the people. We have a composite staff along with the court staff, which is better than the court's rod. So we'll put that on. Occasionally puts targets to sleep. No extra weapons for him. We should buy a shield. In terms of defense, what's our highest amount? It seems to be the iron helm. Lowers the element attack a little though. He's wearing a robe, of which we can at least put the wind attire on to boost a fair bit. We've also got iron armor, but more balanced to use the wind attire for the time being. Right, we've got tons of stuff to put on. Max SP plus 10 is probably going to be needed for him. We haven't found out what he attacks with yet. We'll put another critical earring on. Let's buy him some gear. Alright, Arcane Glaive. No one can use that. Yet. We could buy an Oak Staff, which increases element attack by an absolute ton. So that's an interesting purchase. But let's first of all buy defensive items, because that's what goes first. We can get this for pretty much everyone, the Sturdy Shield. But first of all, we will buy one for Cyrus. He has no shield, after all. A pointed hat. Lowers our defense, but ups element attack. A circlet is a definite possibility too. Sturdy armor. See, they've actually balanced out equipment fairly well in this as well, by the look of it. In terms of there are real trade-offs to choosing any item. Like, do I want to up my LM attack some more? Will I have to trade this for it? Let's get 2 oak staffs. Crazy element. No, let's get 1. Put that on Cyrus. And that'll be fine for now, I think. Who knows what items we might find within after all. Right then. Time to delve deep with our 5-person squad. See you, Peach. Have a great night. Saving in one spot. A dirty thing to do. I've got to save multiple saves, so if you know, that's how gaming works. But of course, he's level 1 in a danger level 7 area. Either we're going to level up very, very fast, or he's going to get knocked out very, very fast. Healing grape to pick it up. Start it all off. Come on then, Hannah.
Flame, protect us!
Now we've got elements. Right, Cyrus seems to be ready. He's studying the foe.
Beginning.
He has a base ability that studies foes and reveals a vulnerability. Nice. Well, let's use Rain of Arrows and see if we can find out if any of them have an arrow-based weakness. Oh, of course we don't hit the guy down the bottom. That's the problem with random attack effect like that. Right, I'm pretty sure you were sword vulnerable. At least the ones before were.
Well then.
We'll take a quick break there. Right, you do have a next shot. I'm going to go with a luminescence across the lot. Okay, the ice one has that.
Now, what next?
Right, let's find out what his attack size, staff, and scholarly skills. He has Ice Wind, which is probably going to be what's useful against the fire guy after all. And it actually works on everyone. Now, does it heal the ice target? No, it does damage versus the ice target who is broken. So no healing of an elemental to the same kind of standard. That's interesting. We have a lot of AoE attacks now as well. Yeah. What do I attack? There goes the Ice Wisp. So apart from that, we can't just take anything else on. Let's hit with a big Ice Wind. And it seems that when we charge him up,
Should have studied harder.
he gets cooler spell effects as he levels up twice to start off with. That's some SP back and Hannah as well. We'll be level 7 in no time. There's that scan telling me what I want. And I'm guessing if I enter multiple battles, it will just basically a few battles and he'll have all the weaknesses of an opponent. Maybe you can only do it once on an opponent. I don't know. We'll find out right now. There's more weaknesses. I think we'll go for a double break. Start off with here. It's too bad, actually.
If thou darest.
We want to go for you.
An interesting dilemma.
Right, so I get another turn here. So do I want to attack with staffs or use more magic? Well, to be honest, he's going to level up a ton anyway. Let's go with Ice Wind. They're both broken.
My turn now.
And through to the next turn. Wow, really not damaged unless I power it up a bit more, you know? To be honest, I think they're dead.
Let my arrow fly and true.
I do not think I need to go at them too hardcore here.
What is the logical course of action?
So hit it with your staff and hope it dies. 21 damage.
Should have studied
Just enough.
harder.
Another level up for Cyrus. He's going to constantly have a limited SP until he maxes out. Ah, Scan. Always a great ability. Has he got enough skill points yet from those few fights? He He does indeed. So what can we learn now? Lightning bolt. Analyze. Reveal the HP and one weakness of a single foe. Now that, knowing the HP of our target, is too good to pass up on. Legitimately. Can't leave that. Hanit, meanwhile, has also got another skill going. Do I take aim or go for a trap and make it at the bottom of the chart? A predictable way of attacking? Let's go with leg hold trap. Kind of like an ability to help out. A new support skill is learned. And we're still a bit off from Ophelia learning another one. Let's see, Hanit. Eagle Eye increases the equipping character's critical rate by 50. Hey, hey, hey. I'll take that. Thank you. Right. There's some people up there near that cave entrance. There's also a way forward over here. I don't want to force myself into a boss fight before I'm at least level 7.
Letting us begin.
So let's keep going.
Well then,
It seems like we have fire and other ones now. And did some of them lose their weakness, or is this a new kind? Fire and ice sentinels. What do I go with for an attack here? Let's bring my apothecary in. Maybe he'll do something cool. Of course, fire break on the back. That
Coming.
gives me a lot more options, you know. So the front one can also be broken with a bow, no, but can be broken with a sword. That's the whole group broken.
Now, what next?
Time for you to nuke. Time for you to nuke. And now I wonder, if I analyze, does that give us an HP value the entire time? Let's try it.
Letting the
Right,
hunt
so where does the
begin.
HP get shown? Or did I miss that completely? I think I did. I got another weakness though, I guess. Let us use this on this guy. Because he's most likely got an axe weakness too, and that fills up another one on our chart. Let's share SP over to Ophelia.
Keep it up.
That actually used all of Farian's SP. That was a terrible choice. Legitimately terrible choice was made this day. So we gotta watch out for that. 100% will wipe us out. It isn't just 50% and then it doubles it up. That was a mistake.
Oh, ice! Here's some proof!
Luckily we'll clear them out.
You should have studied harder.
Trial and error of the battle system. Farian's a fair bit from leveling. So I'm gonna need to feed him an item. But Cyrus levels up again. I made a mistake. But luckily I have loads of this. So I can keep it rolling. Alright, let's go up to that guy instead. Is that, oh, that's going to lead round to that. Got to a fight before I went through the door. A skeleton awaits. Weak to light. Two things are weak to light, one is weak to ice. We kind of know what we're doing here, don't we? The other question is... what else is a skeleton weak
What is
to?
the logical course of action?
To nuke them. With ice. Unfortunately, Skeleton Man
Letting the hunt begin.
has a bit more weaknesses that I don't aware of, so I can't get him frozen down. However, he doesn't do much damage, so that's fine. Cleric skills, another luminescence, that'll break another one. And I gotta figure out what the other weakness is here. Surely an arrow can't be a weakness for a skeleton. Okay, a skeleton just doesn't have much HP. Oh, 4 SP. too little HP on that guy. He was out for the count already. Maybe I should fireball this guy.
Oh, flames! Rage strong!
Thus ends your lesson.
He's that kind of spellcaster, the one that always has to wax the wind poetic about things going on. And its HP is 666. Maybe that it is. Alright, that actually leads us up here.
Letting us beginning.
Alright, we get another weakness now, which is wind.
My turn.
And we don't have anyone who's going to be casting any wind abilities anytime soon.
Try this!
Ow!
What next?
Right, well, there's nothing really I can target you with. So let's use Lynn's. See if she can do anything out of the situation. Answer no. Keep scholaring, Cyrus. It's Ophelia we need to play.
I'll not be defeated. May the sacred flame shine forth.
Her HP really is 666. If only your SP was 666.
Now, what next?
Well, what next? I kind of need you to know exactly what this guy's abilities are. Staffs! Of course it would be a blunt weapon, wouldn't it? Why did I not think of anything else, you know?
I appreciate it.
Am I going to get enough SP this time? Okay, we got a net game. Good.
Coming, if thou darest.
We do have stats coming up before this attack comes in, but I'm going to kill it anyway.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Job done. Cyrus will level up on the next one. Everyone's far away from learning a new ability. Alright, Inspiriting Plum is gained from up above. But now can I go right? Because you can see a path down there that says right. Like, there's literally like a bit of the path that looks like it's headed to the right there. But I can't seem to use
Come
it.
on, I've got better things to do.
Now we have all the weaknesses.
Now,
Which actually
what
seems to
next?
be all the weapons. Let's just use a turn to break. It's just all the weapons.
Out of my way.
Oh, apart. Apart from dagger.
My turn now.
Out of my way.
What is your weapon? What is your weakness? Oh, every weapon? Sure. 28 SP. We'll start
I'm
gifting
not
some SP
defeated.
over again now. I think the other
Let's
three
not
have
hunt.
got to this situation, don't they? What? What?
Letting the hunt beginning.
That thing in a bit more HP.
The hunt endeth.
Maybe I should try to capture it. Cyrus levels up again. And Ophelia too. Alright, well Cyrus is nearly at recommended level. There's a chest down there. Okay, is that a downwards pattern? Then we're going to check it now.
Letting us beginning.
Right. So we got a bat 2. Weakness to swords.
My turn.
That is a dagger. Good job.
I'll do my best.
Good job.
May the sacred flame shine forth.
Well, the bat's not weak to light.
Letting my
I'm
arrow
guessing
fly
you're
and
probably
true.
weak to arrows, though.
Yeah.
We'll get another break.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Okay, nothing much we can do on this turn.
My turn now.
We already used our stuff after all. Let us Luminescence Nuke
May the sacred flame shine forth.
and wipe the field.
The flame guides us true.
Before I even got to gift her any more lovely SP. I was wondering if that was a way down there. The treasure chest below me is going to be the one that's haunting me a bit here. Right, well there's Russell. The traveling peddler waits to heal us up or give us items, which obviously going to be needed a lot of the time. That chest below is proving the bit of an obstacle. How do I get to it?
I will battle.
Right, we got a surprise this time. We now know every weakness of these
I'll
guys
do
too.
my best.
I wish you could nuke them in the best way. So you do that.
What next?
Our scholar can step in with a fireball next.
Oh, flames! Rain! Rock!
And I think that's all she wrote for our enemies.
Let in the hunt. The hunt endeth.
Domination bonus. Is that for finishing in one turn? I didn't notice I was getting them before Cyrus reaches recommended level. Right, we're passing on straight past here to this. I like soulstone. Right. There's still that chest underneath, and it doesn't look like it's from a pathway up there. We're gonna have a few more random battles before we get in there. But luckily we have pretty much everything we need. In terms of breaking these guys nicely. And beating them down after the fact.
Darest.
I'll do my best.
It countered? I guess they have a base counter
Let my arrow
ability.
fly and true.
The fact that we couldn't wipe them out in one is a bit disconcerting. Let me use my thief skill and share some SP again. Let's pass it over to Ophelia. Keep it up.
What is the logical...
Who has exactly enough to use the ability I wanted to in the next turn. So let's go... Charge up a fireball.
I will not be defeated.
Now you've got all the skills in the world, madam. And the extra SP. I imagine Holy Light would have done more damage. Single target
I
after all.
hope I grow more able.
But I wanted to use the exact 9. Right, it's just this chest. Let's hope I don't get into too many battles. Oh god, it's not like a little path before the path.
Time to teach you a lesson.
So ice
Now,
is the bat weak to
what
too.
next?
No, that don't need to charge that. Uncharge.
Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
Let in the hunt beginning.
Out of my way.
Go with the steel SP. You need as much as possible again.
I appreciate it. Really.
If you keep gifting it off, we need some more.
I will not be defeated.
Can't do anything about its next turn attack.
Shine forth.
1 damage though. What's the point in doing the multiple attacks, man? You can only do 1 damage? What is the point?
I appreciate it. Really.
I can still get +1 experience from that, so it's all good. Skeletons just have low hit points.
I honor thee, my quarry.
Spherion reaches level 14. We don't need to get any more SP back again. It's right here, by the way. Yeah, now I can see it. Wind attire. He's already got it equipped, so that's cool.
Now,
Maybe my vision was being pulled by the path that wasn't really moving.
My turn.
A surprise foe is a very dead foe. Scholar Boy's up next.
Interesting dilemma.
let in my arrow fly and true.
Just wondering. Do you think Hannett would use sweep? Pounce to take one out. Thank you, Lind.
I'll not be defeated.
Always got Lind in the background just in case. What do I do? Because we've got loads of turns. And they've got no HP whatsoever.
Out of my way.
I don't really have to go at them. Oh, okay. Maybe I do.
I am not made for such battles.
Untouched yet again as Cyrus levels up. Let's get him to the boss now. Yep. I'm glad that we managed to form a party, that's for sure.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
It depends what kind of gentleman we want to be.
Come in, if thou darest.
The kind of break about on the first turn. I'll take it. I think that'll be a kill no matter what. Really not? Okay.
Now, what next?
Well, I have enough magic.
Oh, flames! Rain!
I know the skeletons don't have much HP.
I'll not be defeated.
May the sacred flame shine
So I think I should just be able to wipe them with AoEs again.
I hope I've grown more able.
Cyrus isn't going to reach there. Another domination bonus for more skill points. That said, I'm guessing that we have more skills to be learned again. Right, so grant a single ally the ability to reflect one magical attack is kind of cool. Sheltering Veil that augments one ally's defense is better, but really I should probably go for heal more for the time being. We'll get these other abilities. They'll come in time. So that's a support skill there. Also, Cyrus can get another skill. So let's use Lightning Bolt. So we've got the gamut of elemental spells. And now we have support skills, eh? So Inner Strength for Ophelia. Increasing the maximum SP of the equipped character by 50. Yikes, good. That's a lot more spells to cast out. And now Evasive Maneuvers for Cyrus. Reduces the rate of random encounters. Equipping the skill with multiple characters will have no added effect. Do I want to, though? That's the problem. So we've got an encounter down guy. But I like fighting. Has anyone been the type to put on, like, encounter none abilities? At the end of the game, yes, they can get rid of some of the smaller enemies. But still, you're missing out when you do.
What?
Professor Albright! Are you always in the habit of barging into your peers' offices while they're working?
Excuse me.
My apologies, I would have knocked, but I didn't see a door.
A moment of your time.
Apropos of nothing, mayhap you've heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives. I haven't the faintest clue what you're talking about.
Come now.
Russell, playing dumb is just going to drag this out for the both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief, and I can prove it. What the hell's you can?
The truth is...
Unfortunately for you, at precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just waking from his little slumber.
Huh?
But that's impossible! He was asleep. I'm positively... Ah! Just bluffed him, didn't you?
Oh!
You're keeping up on our friend's somnolence, are we, old chum? It was a slip of the tongue, I tell you. I know nothing about this goddamn book.
Is that so?
Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me to the academy. To prove your innocence, of course. Damn it! Damn it all the hell! It was was the perfect plan. If not for your bloody meddling, I could have had it all! Or so you think.
I don't think this one will listen to reason.
Because he's massive! And he's full of ice friends who are actually vulnerable to thunder, so that's interesting. We've also found out the main boss is vulnerable to daggers. So that's great too. I guess we'll summon our apothecary friend to help out a bit. Which is going to buff us up against magic, which is really good for the area when you think about it. And then, of course, the mage attacks us physically. Such is life, right? Now this, if I'm right in saying, should actually hit twice. Which makes it really good.
What next?
Better than using it as a single attack, isn't it? So, we don't know exactly what abilities they've got. Well, let's use our hunter skill to start off with. Let us use... Oh, we have Thunderbirds. We could try to help with knocking these guys down, because it's going to be a little bit. We do need to work on them. Taking out the elementals will work quite nicely in our favour. Should we go with Lightning Bolt, considering we know it is there? It's a Water Wisp as well. Because we can get the AoE attacks on. Now we've got the buff thanks to Ophelia's friend. So that works for me. So we're going to continue to try and break him with this.
Really? Letting my arrow fly and true.
While also working on other things. Thunderbird.
Lightning, done my
That guy will be our first target once he's broken. Glad we got Lightning Bolt just in time, eh? Right, do I go for it wholeheartedly or not? That is my question.
May the sacred flame shine forth.
No one's weak to light. The water elemental in the back still stayed alive. And we've been given another buff, and it stacks even further. So now we've got like the ultimate of defenses, probably versus this boss. Right, well, if that's the case and I'm going again, keep luminescencing. Still haven't taken out the elemental in the back. I'm quite surprised by that. Thank you, friend, apothecary. Farewell.
My turn.
You're quite handy, you are. Right, first of all,
I appreciate
we're building up more BP while I'm knocking him down.
letting the hunt begin.
Now, let us wipe this guy. No, actually.
Lightning, done my bidding.
Strong break on him. Because who's up next?
Logical course of action.
What's the logical course of action? To take out the elementals in the back line.
I'll do my best.
Leaving us with one enemy. I bet you're weak to staves, aren't you?
My turn.
Alright, so how do I go ahead and smash you up nicely here, you know? Well, it's your turn next, so I've got to break you.
Letting the hunt begin.
And so, we go to war, don't we? Oh, I already used Hanits. Of course I have. Yeah, whoops. Well, True Strike will still do more damage than normal strike, so we'll take that.
Interesting dilemma.
Right, we've used Cyrus's kind of stuff at the moment. Should I analyze him? Because I've got an extra turn.
Much to learn.
So he's weak to wind. Oh, I didn't look at the HP again. It appears in the middle of the blooming screen. Oh, well.
I'm ready for you.
I don't think he's ready. Show him who's boss, Farion. 1,000 worth of damage, 49 SP
What
gain.
next? Aiming carefully, shooting true.
That's when we really start nuking.
I'll not be defeated.
Ophelia, one holy light.
Here I
What is the
His
logical
magic's
course of
been
action?
debuffed. A logical course of action in this point. Actually, analyze more weaknesses.
Much to learn.
He's nearly dead. Swords are weak as well.
Over here.
go. My turn now.
Well, if you want to try to attack me with that, I'm just going to disappoint you even further by just doing this.
Let your wounds be healed.
It's annoying when you see us with absolutely
Letting
full
my
HP and
arrow
still with
fly
buffs.
true.
You know? That's kind of irritating, right? It's not axes.
My turn.
Right, Ferion still has abilities to be able to block, but of course we're going to... I could share SP, but I don't need it.
I appreciate it.
Get the double hit. Breaking once again, we'll all be good. In fact, we're really not far from a break when you think about it. We're really not far from a break. Not much on your left now, sir.
What next?
He's completely dazed. Life is bad. What do you think? What do you think? Fire? Ice? Fire? Fire.
Oh, flames! Rain!
We'll never find out his final weakness.
Letting the hunt begin.
Because people are about to mess him up again.
Aiming carefully, shooting true.
She's not even the final strike.
I'll not be defeated.
It's our cleric
Here I
of holy
go! Oh,
light.
sacred light!
What a nuke.
The flame guides us true.
So Cyrus managed to level up again, and it does too, so there's the SP regain there. I'm having so much fun. Refreshing jam and a nice soul stone. You just analysed him to death there, Cyrus. Interrogation. I swear, I had never meant to. I just needed the money.
Just so.
That tome would fetch a small fortune. This is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences?
Say it is not so.
In stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime no matter who would perpetrate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by one who calls himself a scholar.